All right, Alien fans, here we go. We got to talk about Alien Earth Season 2 because we all know Season 1 has wrapped up. And I want to know your thoughts of it in the comments down below. You like it, hate it, and what would you like to see from a Season 2? Noah Hawley has dropped us deep in the Alien franchise. He gave us hybrids, a little bit of Xeno action, creepy lab creatures, the Specimens were awesome, eyeball monster, I'm looking at you. And then he hit us with Wendy's final line, "We rule!" And then it just kind of ended. So did we watch the birth of the next Alien Queen or something completely different? Let's start with the big Xeno in the room. Is there even going to be a Season 2? Right now, FX still hasn't officially confirmed it, but let's be real. The way Season 1 ended basically screams we're coming back. Howley doesn't usually do straightforward follow-ups. Look at Fargo. Each season is its own thing. New characters, new setting. Legion, time jumps all over the place. Trippy as hell. But this feels like Howley set the table for a direct continuation. We've got Wendy leading the hybrids, 2 Xenos running loose, the eye in Arthur's corpse, and Yutani is headed straight for Neverland Island. That's not a wrap-up, that's a cliffhanger. That's a setup for war. Now, it could still pull a Howley twist. Maybe next season we jump ahead a couple of years or we shift the lens to Weyland Yutani's corporate chess moves. Remember, this is the same guy who at episode 5 switched things up and show us a different perspective. But with Wendy dropping that line, "We rule," I can't shake the feeling that season 2 is going to be all about the hybrids as the main threat. So let's talk about the hybrids a little bit more. At first, it looked like a classic transhuman thing. Kids uploaded into synth bodies, kind of like Ghost in the Shell. But then the graves get revealed. Turns out the kids are actually dead. These hybrids aren't just augmented humans. They're basically artificial beings with recorded memories. They're copies. And that raises a terrifying question. What are they now? When Wendy, or Marcy, the show blurs it on purpose, says she's neither human nor synth, she's basically declaring a new species. Think about it. In the Alien franchise, the big scary constant has always been the Xeno, humanity against the perfect organism. But now we've got hybrids, something in between, with ambition. And Wendy's ambition is clear. She's not just trying to survive, she's trying to rule. This actually ties directly into the David stuff from Prometheus and Alien Covenant. Remember, he was all about wiping out humanity because he saw himself as superior. Same energy. Howley even said in an interview with Rotten Tomatoes when they visited the Alien Earth set that he deliberately set Prometheus aside for this story, but you cannot tell me he's not playing with those themes. And here's the kicker. If the hybrids embrace the synth side of their DNA, could they ally with other artificial life? Or do they see David, Ash, Bishop, even Mother as threats to their own survival? This could be bigger than the xenomorphs. This could be the dawn of something new in the alien lore, the hybrid uprising. Side Akbar. What was with all the crossfades? Alien movies don't usually play with that kind of cinematic trick, but Alien Earth leaned hard into it. When Rotten Tomatoes interviewed Howley back in July, he said it all started with the premiere, when Wendy was on the airship. He explained, "I framed the actors to the edge of the frame because I knew I had this footage of Hermit and his crew and the explosion. I thought, well, maybe I'll fade them up as they're talking to try and create a dramatic tension here." Basically, he liked the emotional synergy of overlapping images, and it became a style choice. It even calls back to 1970s cinema, which fits in the Alien aesthetic. I kind of dug it, to be honest. It made the show feel like its own beast, not just another Alien knockoff. Alright guys, let's get wild now. Wendy hijacks Adam because he's on the network. That line changes everything. Does that mean all synths are networked? Was Ash secretly on a corporate Wi-Fi this whole time? Did Mother get outside directives during the Nostromo mission? If Wendy can tap into that system, she's not just leading a band of misfit hybrids, she's potentially commanding an army of synths across Earth. That could absolutely destabilize the 5 corporations. Remember, we've only seen Weyland Yutani and Prodigy so far. There are 3 others waiting in the wings. And let's not sleep on Kirsch. The dude had his own agenda the whole season, constantly tinkering, always one step ahead. Was he really a company man? Was he playing a longer game? Or was he basically a proto-David, hating humanity, but in a more subtle way? Even if Wendy's Xeno shredded him, his influence might live on in what he taught her. Now I gotta talk about the eye monster. Honestly, this is one of the weirdest, most unnerving additions to Alien canon in years. It's not just a gross organism, it's intelligent. Once it bonded with Arthur's corpse, the whole dynamic changed. Will it talk? Will it manipulate? Or will it just stay silent, glaring at people through Arthur's face? If it does talk, that could be next level creepy. It could be simple, like, I just want to go home, or it could be a cosmic horror. I want to reshape this planet. No matter what, this isn't going to be just background noise. This is going to play a big part in upcoming seasons. And don't forget the other specimens either, the flies, the ticks, the plant thingy. If Howley brought them in, you know he's saving them for season 2. Imagine the hybrids thinking they're in control only for the flies to turn the tables. That's peak Howley, setting up hierarchy of predators. And then, of course, there's Wendy. She's basically becoming the new alien queen, or is Howley pulling from something deeper, like the woman in the dark concept? This was a Ridley Scott idea that never got fully fleshed out in the films. As alien queen, Wendy becomes the ultimate evolution, not Xeno, not human, not synth, but ruler of all of them. Her hybrids are her hive. Her will drives the future. That would line up with her "we rule" declaration. But the woman in the dark theory is fascinating. That was an old concept where a female figure embodies the terror and power of the alien universe, a kind of mythic force rather than just a monster factory. If Wendy steps into that role, she's not just another queen, she's a symbol, a nightmare, a living embodiment of alien dominance. And that might be the most Howley thing possible. He loves bending genres. He loves making things feel mythological and existential. Wendy could become the archetype that redefines alien canon. As of this recording, there's no update on season 2 of Alien Earth, but Noah Hawley, at first I did a video where he seemed a little bit reluctant to say there would be, but as things are going on, as the days goes on, he's been more and more optimistic in the more interviews that I read, so it could be likely. Do you think, let me know in the comments down below, if there will be a time jump, or that will shift gears and follow a new set of characters and location all together? I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you like the video, hit the like button. I talk about Alien Earth with you guys all the time. I love it, and Alien too. I got some ramen, the stuff I'm working on. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Maybe the master of your own universe.